Hello everybody. If you clicked on this video, you guys are just as excited as I am for Epcot's Festival of the Arts 2025, which starts this Friday, January 17th, and runs all the way till February 24th. This festival is a great way to showcase all kinds of wonderful artists' work that you can purchase in the park, meet the artists, and a bunch of other wonderful ways to engage with creativity through chalk art, paint-by-number murals, draw with a Disney animator, and so much more. And in this video, we're going to go through all of that, the new food options they have, new food booths and locations that they have, also some exclusive Festival of the Arts merchandise, and one big fan favorite, at least for the past couple years, the new Figment popcorn bucket. Oh yeah, it looks pretty cool, man. The first thing I want to go over with you guys is how to feel like an artist when you're at the festival, to engage with the art in the festival. One of my favorite things to do is the expression section paint by number mural, which is open daily from 11 to 5 p.m. So you get a brush, a paint color, and 4 numbered squares to paint on as you and other guests work together to create a mural that can be completed in about a day or two. And I'll tell you, it is so awesome when you finally see that thing in its glory. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's just a day. You get a lot of people that want to do it. And to be able to, on your day visit, be able to see at the end of the day how nice it came out. It's pretty cool. And you can get a picture, in front of it and feel proud that, you're a real artist. Another really fun thing to do is at the Animation Academy. That is located at the American Gardens Theater in the American Pavilion, where you get the opportunity to draw a Disney character step by step by a real Disney animator. It makes you feel like a real animator no matter what your level is. They do run it 2 times a day, 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. So definitely, you don't want to miss that. It's a great experience. Kids will love it. Adults will love it. Teens will even love it. I'm telling you, it's a good time. Now, for you folks that don't want to, be an artist and you want to leave it up to the professionals, I'll tell you, there's a great show that you need to check out. It's the visual art and performance where a talented artist creates a beautiful piece of art in minutes. That's right, in minutes. On stage with music, and he engages with the crowd, or she engages with the crowd. If you've never seen it, definitely it is something you do not want to miss. And it is done daily, Thursdays through Sundays. Definitely one not to miss. Nothing is forever. We all know that, and that's really what makes life special. That's what makes a lot of things special, is that they are not forever, which brings me to the Chalk Gallery. Now, this is located on the Bridge to World Showcase. This is always mind-blowing to me. It really is. Like how detailed they can get with the chalk art, as their medium. And as I said, nothing is, forever. Same with the chalk art, where it'll change as the festival goes away with the rain, wind, and all that stuff that, just washes it all away. But you'll have new artists and even maybe some of the same artists doing new pieces. So if you're planning on going multiple times to the festival, make sure to keep checking over there, because they're going to change it. And they also have, or they have had in the past years, a 3D chalk where you get a cool picture and it's 3D. It's wild. I don't understand how they do it or how it works. All I know is it's pretty darn cool though. Now, I know there's some adventurers out there, and if you're one of those people, the next thing we're going to talk about, I think you're going to enjoy. If you want to scour the park and just enjoy walking around on a scavenger hunt, they have Figment's Brush with Masters scavenger hunt. And with this, the first thing that you're going to want to do is grab a map. It does cost $9.99, and you'll find the location for the maps at stores. They'll have a big sign out front. After you get your map, you'll go around the World Showcase looking for Figment in different works of art. And once you've completed, but you don't have to, you go back to the store that sells the maps And once you do that, you can retrieve your prize. But like I said, like, you can do the whole thing if you really want to, which a lot of people do, or if you run out of time, you don't have, you got to do other things and you're not going to be able to finish it. Don't just think that you can't get your prize. Make sure you get your prize, because you did pay $9.99 for the map. So you got to get rewarded for that, man. You know what I'm talking about. You know who you are. We are now on to the fan favorite, or one of the fan favorites from the festival. People had lost their mind a couple years ago, myself included, waiting in 7-hour lines for the Figment popcorn bucket. That's right. That little guy I got behind me. And we got the one last year, which was a lot easier to get, because just like this year, they're going to have a mobile app for you to pick up your Figment popcorn bucket. The new one this year is a little figgy on top of a light bulb. He looks amazing. It is limit 2 per customer. So you can get 2. You go into the mobile app, put your order in, and they will call you back and you will retrieve it at the Odyssey Pavilion. They've made it so much easier. I wish they had done it for that guy with the whole mobile thing, because you just do it, put your mobile order in, you can go mull around the park, you don't have to wait in a line, you can do other things while you wait to get your awesome new popcorn bucket. Something that is returning that I actually have never seen, it's at the American Gardens Theater, and it is the Disney on Broadway concert series, which they'll have Broadway stars performing songs from Disney musicals. It sounds like a great time, and honestly, I'm not sure why I've never made it over there to check it out, because I've heard nothing but good things. I just, for some reason, never end up finding enough time or carving enough time into my trip over for the festival to check it out. So I think this year I might have to, I got to carve out time. I got to make time for this just so I can at least experience it, because I do love, musicals. I love Disney music, so got to go check it out. To celebrate 30 years of Broadway over at Communicore Hall, they're going to be having a cool little display with costumes and props from the musicals, and I just think that's a great idea. I always get really excited with anything that has to do with film or theater, and actual props from these things. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys are like me. I absolutely geek out about this stuff. Absolutely geek out, because it's just exciting. It feels like you get to just get a little closer to your, favorite films or musicals, or, whatever it is that you're going to check out for props and costumes. It just kind of connects you a little bit better, When it gets a little bit darker, during the festival, and you want to check out a little something, this is always cool to me. It is the Spaceship Earth Beacons of Magic. Now, they have their regular show that they have every night, which is really cool, but during the festival, they have Figment. They have a Figment show where, Figment sings One Little Spark, and there's a cool light show, beautifully done, changing. The lights are ever changing, making different designs, but I'll tell you right now, the one that always gets to my heart that they have, I get super emotional when I watch it. I'm not kidding, and I know I'm not the only one. They have Kermit the Frog singing Rainbow Connection. And I'll tell you, last year when I stood there with a bunch of other people watching, the Rainbow Connection, I could just feel everyone's emotion. You could hear a pin drop, because everybody was just in awe, because it was beautiful. And, especially also if you're a big Jim Henson Muppet fan, which I am, it just always reminds me of Jim Henson, and it does. It gets me a little emotional, and that is definitely one not to miss. Out of the 3 that I just told you, I mean, do what you want. Do what you want. But that is the one, I think, that you'll really get an emotional connection to. Also, something not to miss. It's nothing, over the top crazy, but it is something fun to do. It is the artwork photo op, and you go around the park. They have great pieces from renowned artists that you can, step into and feel what it's like to be part of a painting. and we always love doing it. We always get a little bit silly, you know, because why not have fun, be a little goofy. Like they had a piece of artwork, I forget the artist, but she had like a big eyebrow, and I just thought it was funny one year, and when I put my face, you know, for the photo, I made it like a mustache. You gotta have fun, man. You gotta have fun and just do, you know, do your own thing, but it's just something fun to do around the park, and do it the way that you want to do it. For all you shoppers out there, that's right, we're at the section now where we're going to talk about some exclusive Figment Festival of the Arts merchandise. They've got a lounge fly, they've got new ears, they've got pins, also some t-shirts. But if you're not into Figment and that's not really your thing, but you are a pass holder, they also have the pass holder exclusive line of merchandise. And that's always fun to get. You know, it's like a little thing if you are a pass holder, a little treat for you, you know, to get something specific, you know, to being a pass holder. Foodies assemble! That's right. A festival video without talking about food is kind of a crime. It wouldn't be complete unless I talked about some new food that they have in the park. They have a bunch of stuff coming back, but we want to talk about the new foods and also new booths and different locations where they do have new food. The first thing you are going to want to do is grab a passport as you enter the park or any food location that has them. This passport will help you like navigate through the park, you know, with the food booths and all their offerings, and this way you can save time and also get the specific things that you're looking for, because you can read and be like, oh, I want to try this, I don't want to try that. So you don't want to waste a lot of time. You got to get to that food, man. You got to get to the food. In case you wanted to do like a food scavenger hunt, in the back of that passport, go all the way to the back, they have the wonderful walk of colorful cuisine. It is a type of food scavenger hunt. You need to get 5 of the 7 items stamped on the location you purchase each item. And like the Figment scavenger hunt, you get a prize, usually a food or drink, you know, item. When you complete it, you can get 5 different, you know, things on the menu. You could get 5 all the same. You could, you know, just mix it up, get 2 of one thing, and it doesn't matter how you do it. You just have to have 5 stamps, and then after that, you go grab and retrieve your food drink prize. So it's kind of a win-win when you think about it. Now let's get into the new food items. Keeping with that Broadway theme, we're gonna start it right off. Right outside of Communicore Hall, they have Broadway themed foods. So we're gonna go through those foods right now and try to figure out maybe what Broadway thing that they're from. I don't know, but let's take a look. The location for that Broadway themed food is going to be Opening Bites. Now the first thing on the menu is a soft shell crab slider, green papaya slaw, and mango ketchup on toasted brioche. Wow, that sounds like a lot. I'm gonna have to try that because I do enjoy some good crab meat, and I'm wondering, maybe is that because it's crab meat? The only crab I can think of is Sebastian the crab. The next one we have up is the cheddar and chives scone with smoked salmon salad topped with cream, fraiche, and caviar. I know I didn't pronounce that correctly. I'm trying. That one I have no idea. I can't even think of what that would be. Salmon. Salmon. I mean, would that be a Little Mermaid too? You got flounder, but he's not a salmon. I don't know. That one sounds interesting. I'm not as excited about that one. The crab one, I am a little bit excited. But the next one, it's kind of obvious which this is from. So we have the Enchanted Rose, milk chocolate rose with raspberry and rose center. I mean, Beauty and the Beast, right? Rose, Beauty and the Beast. I think it's an obvious connection right there. There's a lot on this list, so I have my cheat sheet right in front of me. And at that same location, for beverages, they have new beverages. Parish Brewing Company Sips Candy Paint Berliner Weiss. Also, they have a Von Trapp Brewing Bohemian Pilsner. That just sounds cool. Just the name. And then they have the Crooked Can Brewing Company Fantasia Fusion IPA. So if you're looking for a bevy, they got you on that one. Moving right along for another new location. It's Fictional Victuals. I don't even know what that means. I really don't. But they have some really interesting stuff over here. They've got a squid ink pasta with lump crab, truffle cream, and shaved truffle. They had me at truffle. I'm all about truffles. I love them. They're expensive and they're delicious. It is an acquired taste, so anybody who has not, never had truffles, just understand it's very unique and it's not going to be like anything that you've ever had before. Next one we have is the charred octopus with crushed fingerling potatoes. Why do they gotta crush the potatoes, man? Kalamata olives, capers, and romesco sauce. That's a lot. That's another one that I am definitely willing to try. I will try octopus. I love seafood, so count me in on that one. And last but not least, at this booth, you have the black cocoa brownie with ube ice cream, coral tuile, and sponge cake. This whole menu, I think I'm gonna have to try. I don't know if you guys are into this kind of stuff, but I love neat, unique, like just things that I'm not gonna cook at home, I guess. Like leave it up to the real chefs. The new beverages for the fictional Victuals. Such a weird name. But this is right up my alley. They have a butterscotch milkshake with chocolate garnish. Yes, please. Count me in on that. Also, a Three Daughters Brewing barrel-aged cognac porter and a Boyd and Blair Otis Fathom lime juice, simple syrup, juniper, and Boyd and Blair vodka. So those are your options. I'm all about the butterscotch milkshake. I love butterscotch. It's delicious. I know. Maybe I'm just older, but yeah, I'll take a little butterscotch. Somebody says, hey, you want a little butterscotch something? I'll take one. Moving right along to the artist table. The new items that they have here: deviled egg trio, pimento cheese, green goddess, and BLT. Sounds all right. I like this one better though. A chicken pot pie with smoked cheddar Mornay sauce. Got to get fancy with it. Roasted vegetables, pickled mushrooms, wasabi peas, and sherry chicken jus, served open-faced on a flaky pie crust. Now, I never understood like open-faced sandwiches and stuff like that. I just, in my mind before I tried them, I was just like, what is that all about? Why open-faced? Just close it, man. Close the face. But since I've had it, it's fun. I don't know. It's just a fun, different way of eating a different type of food, I guess. I don't know. It's just fun. And the bevies over at the artist table are Swamphead Brewery Neon Palate Lager, or Palate. Oh man. Palate. Not Palate, I don't think. I think I read that wrong. But anyway, J Vineyards and Winery Pinot Gris. I'm so bad at some of this stuff's hard to pronounce. But yeah, Pinot Gris, I guess, is what it's called. So those are your drinks over at the artist table. This next one, I am pumped about. I think this is going to be the first item that I track down when we go on Friday. This is over at the Courtsman Courtyard. This is a beef Wellington inspired croissant supreme with cream spinach, croissant pinwheel, mushroom gorgonzola ragout, mustard grilled flank steak, red wine sauce, and pickled mustard seed. Come on, man. My mouth is literally watering. Oh, it's gonna be delicious. And I know there's some folks out there, you guys are with me, man. I know you are. I know that's gonna be the first thing that you guys go for. It's got steak on it. Now over at Deco Delights, they have 3 drinks. That was it, no foods. 3 Daughters Brewing Vanilla Bean Ice Cream Beer. Sounds good for people that are into ice cream and beer, I guess. Keel Farm Strawberry Shortcake Hard Cider. And then a Left Hand Brewing Company Milk Stout with Coconut. They all sound like they're, you know, like dessert beverages, right? Kind of sounds like dessert beverages. And cruising right along, we're gonna pop over to the El Artista Hambriento, which translates the hungry artist. They got some really good stuff over here. Carne asada, ancho marinated beef sirloin with pasillas chili sauce, grilled queso fresco, nopales salad, and chicharron dust. Oh yeah, some fried pig skin? Yeah, I'm down with that. Next they have a croqueta, which is chipotle chicken and chorizo croquette in chipotle salsa with chipotle aioli, avocado mousse, and truffle oil. Yeah, see, they snuck that little truffle oil in there again. A little truffle stuff. Truffle stuff. It's good stuff. Next is the natilla de maíz, which is creamy corn custard with caramelized sugar. Wow. That sounds pretty sweet. And seriously, through this whole video, I apologize if I'm not pronouncing them correctly. Doing my best. Doing my best. And they've got a new beverage at the Hungry Artist. It is a Floridita, a Centinela Blanco tequila, citrus orange, orange liqueur, and grapefruit soda with a hint of Aperol. I've never heard of Aperol. I'm gonna have to look that up after this video. Now this is in the food booth, but it is a food location. It's the Odyssey. They're calling it Figment's Inspiration Station at the Odyssey. New food items that they have there are raspberry pastry tart, which is a sugar cookie with raspberry and lemon cream cheese filling. Sounds good. Rainbow cake topped with Skittles popped freeze-dried candy. Okay, but that's not new. I didn't think that was new. They had that last year. That is not new, but the new thing that they have here as well, where you're gonna get it, is a Figment Premium Popcorn Bucket with rainbow popcorn. So when you do, in case you missed it earlier, when you do buy, you know, get in the mobile app, get your Figment Popcorn Bucket, you're gonna head over to the Odyssey because that's where you're gonna get your popcorn bucket. Going over to the Pavilion of the Rising Sun now, it is Goshiki in Japan. They've got a taiyaki, which is awesome. I love the taiyakis, and they're just fun and they're tasty. But this one's crisp, flaky fish-shaped pastry filled with sweet red beans served with whipped topping and blueberry popping boba. But don't let the red bean thing kind of like get you weird, because I've talked to people about the taiyakis, and I see their face when it's like red bean paste. They're delicious. Just give it a shot. Don't be scared. Just give it a shot. You will be surprised, I think, at how good they actually are. It sounds a little odd, but it's really, really good. Now they have a bao bun over there, but it's a wagyu steam-filled bun with American Wagyu beef served with Japanese karishi mustard sauce and violet shisho sauce. They have shisho sauce, I'm telling you. Yeah, so I've had those buns before. They were okay in the past. Honestly, I didn't care for like the ground beef they had in it. It was okay. I am willing to try it this year. I want to try it with that Wagyu beef and just see if it changes. I'm guessing it's obviously going to have to change it somehow, but change like the texture and just overall flavor of it. They've also got some drinks over in the Japan booth. Okinawa lemonade, which sounds fantastic. Lemonade mixed with shakuwasu citrus. That is a non-alcoholic beverage, just to let you guys know, in case you didn't want an alcoholic beverage. They got you over there with that. They also have a yuzu IPA, which is new. A Junmai, oh my gosh, Diageo Sake flight. Sorry, guys, it's hard. It's hard. Plum, yuzu, hayuganatsu, and sukaranbo cherry. That is a mouthful. I can't wait for you guys to have to order that when you go to the festival. For folks that are looking for a plant-based option, that's going to be our next item right now, which is located at the Gourmet Landscapes. It's citrus braised beet, not beef, tartare with golden beet mustard vinaigrette, pickled mustard seeds, pickled mushrooms, spiced pistachios, and in parentheses, feta snow. So it's obviously like, I guess, like kind of like feta cheese, I'm guessing. So if you are looking for a plant-based option, and obviously you know this one, but if you look on your passport, there's different like little icons that will let you know if something is plant-based or vegetarian. So if that's, you know, that has to be your, you know, your menu, you got to look for that kind of stuff. They definitely make it very abundantly clear what you can have, you know, for plant-based and vegetarian. So you know what you're getting. All right, we're gonna head over to France now. We're gonna talk about some French food, and I'm gonna struggle with the pronunciation on this, so please forgive me. Please forgive me. We're gonna go to the L'Art de la Cuisine Francaise in France. So they have two new items. Pathiviers de canard et volaille. Sauce canard. I'm telling you, it's so hard sometimes. But what that is a puffed pastry with duck, chicken, onions, mushrooms, cranberries, and duck sauce. I love duck. If you've never tried duck, please do yourself a favor and try it. It's just got its own flavor. It's almost like, in my opinion, it's almost like the lamb of, like, you know, poultry, I guess, you know, because it's very distinct. You can't, like, there's nothing else that tastes like duck, at least for me. Really, really good, though. Definitely worth a shot. Another one is escargot and chocolat. I love the escargot, and I think I see where they're going with this, and I don't know how I feel about that. Chocolate mousse flourless cake, citrus coulis, almond chocolate coating, and dark chocolate decoration. But where's the escargot, man? Interesting. So I'm confused. I don't know if there's actually escargot in it, or that's just the name. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna have to try it at the festival anyway and let you guys know what I thought of it, and if it did have escargot in it. That brings us to L'Art di Mangiare in Italy. We're gonna go get Italian, baby! New food item, tricolor, cheese-filled ravioloni? Ravioloni. Okay, I don't know if that was a typo or if I don't know that's a type of pasta. I don't know. I plead ignorance on that one. Pomodoro, cream, and pesto sauces. All right, I'm down with that. I mean, for me, it's like almost anything Italian food. Count me in, man. Count me in. They have a hazelnut smoked cannoli. Cannoli shell dipped in chocolate and graham cracker, chocolate hazelnut cannoli cream, and toasted marshmallow. Yep, I'll take 14 of those, as that guy says in the reel that I think most of us have seen. I'll take 14 of those. That sounds delicious. They also have a new beverage in Italy, the Mila Spritz, apple schnapps, prosecco, and sparkling water. So those are your options over in Italy. Next on the list is the Painted Panda over in China. They've got a hargo, is what it's called. It's shrimp dumplings with pumpkin puree and drizzle of chili oil. That sounds fantastic. Oh, anything pumpkin for me. I don't know how you guys feel about pumpkin. I know it. I feel like anything pumpkin is just like with the pumpkin spice, where some folks are just absolutely against it. And then you have the other side, which I'm on, which absolutely love it. I love everything pumpkin spice, even though it's not actually pumpkin. And I also love anything pumpkin, like pumpkin soup, all that stuff. So I will definitely be hitting this one up. Also, they have an egg tart, which is Hong Kong styled egg custard tart. Both of those sound fantastic to me. Absolutely. And then you can, after you get those two items, you can wash it down with a strawberry bubble milk tea that is also, they specify, non-alcoholic. So they got a good little thing over there that I'm gonna definitely be trying. Now we have the pastoral palate or palate, however we want to pronounce it in this video. And that they have one new item on their menu, which is a pork and white bean cassoulet with Regensburger sausage and crispy pork rinds. All right, that sounds interesting. I'm not like super excited about it, but it sounds interesting, and I do like pork rinds, so I guess I'll give it a whirl. Over in Morocco, at the Tangerine Cafe Flavors of Medina, they have another plant-based option on the list here. It is an avocado coconut custard tart with pomegranate cream and henna-inspired Gili veil. So, and it looks pretty good too. Like, it actually looks really, really good. New beverage there is the Parish Brewing Company Mango Mochi. So that's what we got over in Morocco. They usually don't have a ton, or I haven't noticed Morocco having a bunch of stuff, but usually they have an item or two that is pretty good. So I'll definitely have to try this out, because I am not against plant-based stuff. I've tried many plant-based things that blew my mind that I wouldn't even have been able to tell you that they were plant-based. So if you're somebody that, you know, hasn't really eaten any of that kind of stuff, just try it out. Give it a whirl. Some stuff's great. Some stuff's not as great. Just depends on what it is, but it's definitely worth trying it out, because some of that stuff really is really delicious. At the Vibrante and Vivido, we've got a couple drinks, 3 actually, new drinks. They have a layered tropical berry smoothie. I love a good smoothie. Wild berry, pina colada, and strawberry, non-alcoholic. Just letting you know that they do specify. And always check in case you got a kid, you know, you got your kids with you or something like that. You can always ask and be like, hey, is that non-alcoholic? And they'll let you know if it is or if it isn't. Another one's a Collective Arts Guava Dream Blondie Ale. And then a layered tropical berry smoothie with Sailor Jerry rum. And that's why they specify. The one I just read, the last one, has alcohol. The other one does not. So Figment had to make his mark, not just merch and stuff like that. Figment really had to come alive with a food item. So over at the Connections Eatery, they have a Figment's Liège waffle with ube filling, and ube is phenomenal. Look it up if you don't know what it is. It is off the chains delicious. I can't explain to you guys the flavor. It's very unique, but it is really good. So another thing, if you've never tried ube, give it a whirl. Give it a whirl. Give it a shot. You never know. You might love it. Also, a new beverage at the Connections Eatery is the Imagination Lemonade, Minute Maid Premium Lemonade topped with butterfly PT and lavender. Also a non-alcoholic beverage, but it does say there is a spirited version available if you want it. A few food items coming up, and these are not actual booths, kind of like the Connections Eatery. These are just places that have, you know, something special for the festival. And the next one up is the funnel cakes over in the American Pavilion. They always have funnel cakes over there, but they have a new cotton candy funnel cake topped with powdered sugar, vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, pink and purple sugar dusting, and cotton candy crunch. So yeah, for me, I think it would ruin the funnel cake, but I know for some others it'll enhance it. So there you go. Another place is the Refreshment Outpost, and that has Brewlando Liquid Art Pilsner. So they've got a drink there, and then a Ogilvy Brewing Company Rainbow Colored Glasses Rainbow Sherbet Berliner. Whew, that was a mouthful, man. Let me read it again. Oligi Brewing Company rainbow colored glasses rainbow sherbet Berliner. So I guess just say you want a sherbet Berliner just to make it easy. So they had a couple drinks over at the refreshment outpost, and then at the refreshment port. I'm a huge fan of poutine. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I love it. I feel ashamed saying this, but I found poutine like 4 or 5 years ago, which is crazy because I'm from Maine originally, and Canada's right above us, and it's really big in Canada, is what I ended up finding out. And I had never heard of poutine, never tried poutine until about 4 or 5 years ago, but I am hooked on it now. But that brings me to the Capris Poutine with Tuscan spiced French fries, confit tomatoes, slivered garlic, mozzarella pearls, basil pesto, shaved pecorino, and balsamic glaze. Gimme, 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 I need, because that sounds fantastic. I love a caprese, I love that mozzarella with the tomato, it's just so fresh. Can't wait to try that one out. And they also have a beverage there. It's the 81 Bay Brewing Company Italian Pilsner. Time to get some sweets on over at the Swirled Showcase. They've got a bubblegum soft serve in a cone. Oh my gosh, imagination cone. Bubblegum soft serve in a lavender cone, sparks of imagination, and white chocolate wings. Yes, please. But this next one, oh my gosh, man. The Candy Trio Flight. That's right, you get 3 of these little bad boys. Dole Whip Strawberry with Starburst Mini Fruit Chews. Then you get a Dole Whip Lemon with Skittles, popped freeze-dried candy. And a Dole Whip Lime with Chili Lime Seasoning and Lifesaver Gummies. That sounds so good. And this next one is just fun to get because it's cool looking. It's the Liquid Nitrogen Mini Cake Pop with berry sponge cake, white chocolate ganache, and colorful chocolate splats. So, yeah. So, all of those sound delicious, and all of those are going to get eaten by me. So, and I'm sure some of you are going to go right for this. You're going to be like, you know what, Drew, that Wellington that you talked about earlier, nah, we don't want that. We're just going for the desserts. Those of you that have followed our channel for long enough understand how much that we love Joffreys coffee. Oh man, it is fantastic. Big lovers of Joffreys. And the only thing I found, normally they have 5 locations, and at each location in Epcot, they have a different drink. But the only thing I found, unless they're going to change it later on, I don't know. I found one beverage. It is called the Color Craze Latte and Donut. So it's espresso, Swiss chocolate syrup, dark chocolate sauce, and milk complemented with a frosted donut and whipped cream and topped with M&Ms and chocolate minis. Wow. And that is non-alcoholic because it's coffee, but you can actually get it spirited with Kahlua coffee liqueur if that's what you want to do. But yeah, that was the only one I found, just one. So I don't know, but I know I'm going to get it because a donut and a coffee, what a bargain, man. What a bargain. That is going to do it for our overview of the Festival of the Arts 2025. It's coming right up in days for us. It's like, what, 3 days, whatever, away. Opening day, Friday, like I said, January 17th. It's going to run all the way till February 24th. So you do have some time, but this festival is not like, Food and Wine, if you've been there, or even the Flower and Garden, which is actually my favorite. This art festival, it's my second favorite. I love this festival, but it's always the shortest, or one of the shortest, besides the Christmas, holiday festival. So you only have so much time to get in there and do all that stuff, because we always end up not getting there enough. So we really got to pack it in, pack in a lot each time we go, because I really do I want to try all the foods that I want to try, the ones on the list. I got to get over to the Broadway musical show. I want to check that out and just really just enjoy all of the art festival. It is a ton of fun. If you have not been, I implore you, definitely go over there. It's got a great vibe, and it's always a good time. So I hope this video helped you guys maybe navigate or, you know, prepare you for the upcoming festival if you're planning on going. And if you do enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe, help us out so we can keep going, keep growing the channel. Leave a comment, just let us know what you guys thought. But thank you guys so much for watching, and until we see you next time, remember, there's only one way to live. It's in the moment. See you on the next video.